When I was in my school around ninth and 10th standard, I remember clearly what was going in my head. Doctor, engineer. That's it. There was no third option. Nobody talked about law. Nobody talked about becoming a lawyer. Nobody talked about so many other careers that exist, right? But nobody talked about those at the time. Later in life, after I completed my engineering, I completed my MBA, I enrolled in a law school and did my LLB, which is law degree, full time law degree in India. And honestly, that's when I thought hit me, the thought that I'm going to be sharing with you right now. Why didn't I even think about this earlier? Not even think. Forget about doing. Why didn't I even think about this earlier? Studying law was absolutely fascinating for me, understanding how the system works, how the rights work, how disputes are resolved, so many things I learned when I did my legal degree. Becoming a lawyer is not just one thing. It's not just one thing that I thought before uh, starting to study about it. You can be what? A civil lawyer, a criminal lawyer, a corporate lawyer, an immigration lawyer. Here in the United States, I see immigration lawyers doing extremely well because immigration issues actually never stop. So many rules change, and we need to get immigration attorneys' help. And this made me realize something very important that I want to talk about here. When we are young, we don't choose careers based on the understanding. We don't choose based on the understanding that we have. We choose careers based on what? Based on what everyone else is talking about. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? At that age, I didn't reject law consciously. It was not a conscious decision that I'm not doing law because of this reason. No, I didn't even know it was an option. I didn't even know. And it's just not about law. There are so many fields which are available, right? There are creative fields, there are commerce related fields, there are new age careers today like, content creation, media, design, and so many careers that we don't even know of or don't even think of that these are an option. But when decisions are made too early with limited exposure, we lock ourselves into paths we don't fully understand. Now, does that mean engineering or medicine is bad? That is how many times it is made to look like that, you are an engineer or you are a doctor. Oh my God, like you wasted your life studying and all that. That is the other part of it. No, it is not bad. What I am saying is this: if you are at a stage where you are deciding your career path, don't just look at things like what is popular, what others are choosing, what sounds safe. Try to think one step deeper than that. Try to think one step deeper than that. Ask yourself, what does this career look like 10 years from now? That is what we should look at, right? Say 10, 15, 20, but at least 10 years. How would that career look like? What does daily work actually look like? What kind of problems will I be solving? Questions on these lines. Because a career is not just about the first degree that you have, it compounds over decades and decades. And I'm talking to you after decades of being in a career, and that's why I wanted to share this. Yes, you can always switch later. I did. It's fine. But switching later takes more effort than thinking clearly earlier. So if you are in that phase right now of deciding this, if you are in that phase right now, slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Explore more than one option. Don't just stick to one or two options and take a pick. Explore more than that options. Talk to people who have done that. Understand fields beyond surface level labels. Not just, oh, what happens if I go here? What is my average package? How I'm going to earn? How much I'm going to earn? How soon I'm going to complete a degree? And I'm going to earn how much average package? Don't just think on surface level. Your future self will thank you for it if you do this.